insane.
Yeah, they're smoking for that, yeah.
Okay. Well, 10 minutes are up. I'm not calling people to get them down here. If they were made aware, they were made aware. Mr. What?
Oh.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Fucking hell.
They're bombing the courthouse!
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? No, to cover, to cover!
The fuck's going on out there?
What's going on?
Are we safe?
Are we
good?
safe?
Are we safe?
No, I see
Are we
smoke.
safe?
I see smoke. I see smoke.
Oh,
Was the explosion in here?
No.
no.
No. It's
It
out
was
there.
outside.
I hope
It sounded like it was just out
Okay,
there.
Someone threw a smoke grenade.
Oh,
Probably fucking Lane. He was just in here. Piece of shit.
probably.
Anyway, gentlemen, Gibson, I'm willing to entertain an argument for summary judgment. However, I will ask that you just present your case to the court,
Okay.
and then I'll make a ruling based on that.
Okay. In that regard, I will request a motion for a summary judgment because of the fact, looking at the statement that the officer has put into the report, there is clearly no probable cause in the first place. My client was never identified on the scene at any stage, not even during the traffic stop that occurred, not even when he fled from the scene. My client is just nowhere to be seen. The
Did you
statements
just
clearly
say that?
state-
Did you wait? Hold. Did you just say that your client was not identified when he fled from the scene?
Sorry, no. Okay, however you were. My client was nowhere there on the scene. The individual that was found at the incident was never identified. Let it trying to be my client who was wrongfully arrested, let alone pushed a warrant
It's
out.
fucking
for their
horrible. I
arrest.
hate liver.
As per the statement, as you can see, that's clearly in the evidence. No identification has been found. That's a lot of smoke. What the fuck? No identification was found for the individual that was on the scene at any stage of that scene. All that they're trying to point out is that my client's tow truck was.
Oh,
What the
they're
fuck?
shooting! They're shooting!
Get down, Gibson!
What
Get
the
down,
fuck?
you
What
dumbass!
the fuck is that? What the fuck was that?
I'm calling the cops.
What is going on?
They're fucking shooting!
I don't feel safe. Court case isn't that serious.
It's always serious.
I'm talking about for them to be smoking it and shooting it up.
The justice
good?
system will never bend a knee to these fucking terrorists. Let me tell you that. They can try their best, but they will not defeat us.
Objection, Your Honor. Facts not in evidence.
Actually, valid objection.
Is that just got a point?
That is actually a valid objection. I like that. I like that. All right, Gibson, go ahead.
All right. So pretty much to the point, my client was never identified on that scene. He was never on that scene. The individual that was on the scene never got identified. He's the statement that's in the evidence states about a tow truck, which comes back to my client. But a tow truck was just there. It was parked there the entire time. It was never used in the commission of the crime. It was just parked. And they're trying to use the tow truck to pinpoint against my client. Not only that, they're trying to pinpoint in regards to the same hairstyle as per my client's MDT profile picture, which I have added into evidence. And you can clearly see... What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on?
Your Honor, I'm very scared.
Jesus Christ. As you can clearly see, there is a lot of shit going on. As you can clearly see, most of the individual, or most of my client's hair is even covered by the hoodie that he's wearing at the time of the picture being taken. So how on earth the officer in question managed to identify my client's hair when most of it is covered anyway, let alone trying to pinpoint two charges onto him, it's just not there. It's just not there. He was never the individual on the scene was never identified. Most of the hair is covered in the profile picture as per the officer's statement. trying to pinpoint it against my client. There's just no probable cause, and for a warrant to be pushed out in the first place is mind blowing. That's all, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Butch, do you have anything you want to say to the courts before I go and do my summary?
Yes, sir. I did not do it. And then also, if I were to do it, why would I turn myself in the next day? I woke up. One of my friends told me that he saw I had a warrant for my arrest. I realized my truck's in the impound. So I go to the courthouse myself, and I see at the top of the thing, not only is my truck in the impound, but I do indeed have a warrant. I immediately went to the PD and did turn myself in to squash the situation. I'm a working man. I work at PDM, only tows, and I'm an electrician. That's not my cup of tea to be running from the cops. I have my weapons license. I have my driver's license. I'm not a criminal, sir. I've messed up once in my past, but I'm a changed man.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. I'll take this and I'll go deliberate on this. Probably gonna be 2 or 3 minutes. I'm not gonna take long, gentlemen. In fact, as it stands, fuck, not fuck the deliberation. Uh, looking at this, obviously, if the officers were here to testify, I would have a lot more to go on. I've read their statements, and some of it, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me, and I wish they were here to clarify them speaking about a liquor store and once back. I don't see anything other than him claiming, well, this person may have had the same haircut and hair color to justify them going after Mr. Butch, and that his tow truck was simply parked on scene. They don't testify to any involvement of the tow truck. The tow truck wasn't used for anything. So without anything putting doubt, not necessarily doubt, with them not putting in any foundation or being able to argue the doubt you are putting in, I have no choice. Mr. Butch, I will be dropping both charges. I find there's no PC and no concrete evidence in this matter, and the appeal is granted.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Your
you,
Honor.
Your Honor.
All good. Now back on topic.
Wait,
Court's
Your Honor,
dismissed,
one
brother.
question.
Yeah, what's up?
You know, when people get sent to jail,
Yeah.
their credit kind of goes down a little bit.
Yeah, you get tanked because you now have a felony on the record. I need to find out how I remove that said felony.
That's why I wanted to ask, because if like you just said, everything was dropped, there should be a way to get my credit back.
I'm looking at the docket to see if I can do it in some way, shape, or form. Uh, mm, do, 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 do. Didn't even put in a date for the incident.
I just go
Sloppy
off the.
police work, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'd just go off the creation date.
No, but I can create a report a day after, right?
Yeah.
It's just lazy work. I mean, he typed a lot. I'll give him that. He put in, I think, what seems to him a very comprehensive statement. But there's a lot of contradictions in his statement that I would have loved to have them here to clarify said contradictions, but redact, not guilty. I'm looking to see if I can amend these charges and remove them for you, but I don't
Thanks, sir.
think I can. Fuck!
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. Uh, I can do many a thing, but I can't remove the charges, it seems. I might have to go speak with an officer to see if they can remove it.
Could be an officer, yeah.
Yeah, even back in the day, I always had to go to an officer, so let me go do my thing. I'll put a ruling on the docket. Just for the paperwork side of it. I'll do that in a little bit.
Yeah, I was asking about the credit thing too, just because. Yeah, I dropped 20 for that.
Yeah, it hits you quite hard. That's what I'm thinking. Let me go speak to an officer, see if they can... I mean, what's my credit score at? Still says I'm fucking poor.
So, I got a car today, though.
Well, sir, I work at PDM if you need a vehicle.
No, I already bought one, and then it got fucking ocean dumped. Now it's up in Sandy. June 25th is the next payment. Oh,
Yes, sir. Make sure you let the auto payments happen and you don't make the payments.
but I can do auto payments.
It automatically does.
Yeah, that's how you build the credit. That's what I found out the other day.
If you make a payment on it, it will not touch your credit.
So I've lost 12 payments because I did not know that.
So I just leave it and it'll deduct on June 25th?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And that's how you build a credit.
From auto payments and finally paying the vehicle off, that's how you boost your credit.
We
If-
are done. We are done.
We
We
are
are
done.
done. We are done waiting. You guys have violated our rights.
What do you mean, gentlemen? What's going on?
I'm done with
We
this.
demand a
We
court
have the
case.
First Amendment right.
We demand a court
And
case for
impeachment
the
of the current
legislation
city
that
mayor.
states you cannot call someone old. Open court.
Make
got
this
impeachment.
right.
Impeachment.
Make this
You-
right.
Impeachment.
You
Make
want
this
open
right.
court. Let me clarify, gentlemen. You are going against the legislation, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Alright.
we are.
It's illegal.
And breach of our amendment.
Violation of our First Amendment
Yep.
right. LEG-017.
We are done
I'm pretty
with
sure
this.
that got impeached already. The latest legislation.
Still says it's active.
Oh.
We will stand tall until it is inactive.
Active as of
There are no cops
6/22.
on duty. Everybody clocked off.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that makes a lot more sense, huh?
Well,
Listen,
that makes
there's
sense.
been an injunction against, and there's been a reinstatement by the mayor. What I think should
Oh.
happen is I think we should hear a lively debate about why it should be injuncted and why it should stay
Impeachment.
instated.
Not in a courthouse.
That's not how
Alright.
that works, you fucking
I'm
dumbass.
gonna call the mayor. I'm gonna call the mayor.
We got the mayor in
outside.
here.
Go
We
get
get
him.
him in
He's
here.
got a gun in the
We
courthouse.
people will
He's
not-
brandishing.
He's got a gun.
Oh wait, call the cops. Maybe
Get
they can
outta
do
here,
something.
old man.
I'm declaring martial
Yeah,
law.
call the cops.
Mr.
They,
King,
they
I've got-
stormed. This is in. Listen, Vance. Where I'm gonna have to declare martial law. They've
I've
stormed. They've
got
thrown flash
martial-
grenades.
Yeah, they're in the courthouse, mayor. They're not happy.
No, we're claiming martial law. I'm trying to get the PD. It's off-duty PD throwing flash grenades. There's an insurrection.
Just stay on
So hang in there.
Fuck free speech.
Hang in there. No, I have the rights.
Yes, come
We're
on.
claiming
What are
it.
you doing on duty?
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Free speech. No,
We're
Go guilty.
protesting. We're protesting.
Wait, you're protesting.
The mayor said he called martial law,
Honor.
but there's no PD to help him.
That's not how that
Oh,
works. We're
That's the guy
not
supposed to
calling
fight the case.
martial law, you fucking dumbasses.
It's what the mayor said.
This is not a state of emergency. He needs to come down, defend his legislation, and listen to the people for legislation he passed without talking
Cap.
to anybody.
Then
Like a
try
dumb
and call
fuck.
him, because he just told me he's invoking
Sounds
martial
like
law.
corruption.
With what
The mayor is
fucking
corrupt.
army?
Yep, he's passing legislation on his own. Imagine what he can do next.
Need to remove him
Alright,
from office.
alright.
No confidence vote.
Where's the council at?
What's happening back here? We got the news.
Hey, Wood, that wig looks great on you, by the way.
The mayor's here! The mayor's here!
Hey, go clock off.
Are you gonna remove this?
Your Honor, that's Sonny back there. That's supposed to be involved in the court case.
I'm so glad we finished the case before all this happened.
What's up, problem queen?
Hello.
Really quick for my lovely judges, come here.
Okay.
Arrest him! He's saying the word! Arrest him!
Fuck these old people.
Mostly they
That's what
were
we've been
bombing
waiting
this
for
place.
somebody to actually challenge it. Oh, I know they were doing flashbangs, which I'm sure we're gonna have civil suits
I was
for
in the
that.
middle of court.
So, does the legislation should it be ejected because it goes against the First Amendment? Absolutely.
Oh,
But
yes,
I
I
want to see
agree.
who brings up some good arguments of this. I've been waiting to see if somebody would actually challenge it. This is the first time someone's actually challenged it, so I want
You
to see
wanna
if
do
they
like
can
a town
articulate it
hall?
well.
In the courthouse?
Exactly. Basically, I want those that are pro, those that are con, they argue, and then you all make your decision about injunction.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. I have like an hour.
Is this an active case that's going on?
Oh no, it's finished. It's finished. I just need to figure out how to drop charges because he won his appeal.
I think you have to do that with the police, I think.
Oh, they all clocked off.
Leave it.
Sonny is right over there, sir.
You can waive the charge.
Really? How do I do that?
Go to the record, I think.
Is it the report?
No, like their personal record.
Okay, hold up. Let me go open up.
Oh my god, what happened? What's going on? They're insurrecting the sick Oh my god, a young child. So we gotta come. Oh my god. When you have off-duty officers, do not stop resisting.
Sorry, I got distracted for a moment. Okay, do you see it there? I forget where I saw this.
I see his criminal record.
Okay, and then next to the charges, does it say waive?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so go to what is his state ID?
59136.
And it was emergency. It's part of the Constitution. That doesn't give the right. Hey, that doesn't give the right for cops to insurrect. Sick fucks. I'm not supporting the tow legislation.
I've got a gentleman here.
Has he? They're not on his record.
They are. Principal joyriding and principal evading. 1749.
Yeah, but he wasn't. Those weren't processed because
No,
he did
they
the
were.
bench trial.
No, he went to prison.
Yeah, I was in jail. My credit went down and everything.
Okay.
He just
I have
pled
to
not
remember
guilty
where
so
I
he could
saw
appeal.
waive. Where did I see it? Where did I see it?
File court. No. Because we're not going to get much out of the PD at the moment. Linked vehicles.
Well, there's definitely a way to do it because I did it the other day. I just don't
me one
remember like
second.
what I was on. But like when you go to his profile, those charges, those convictions aren't like in a convictions box, which I think is where I found it last time. Like the criminal record is there, but there was like a separate box that had like it had the charge, and then over on the right hand side in green it said waive.
No, I don't see that at all. Oh. Oh.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
And he definitely went to prison.
Yeah. He served his time in prison. There wasn't a bench trial. This is the appeal of the charges because he couldn't get a bench trial at the time.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a permission thing and they took that away from us.
Where is everybody?
Maybe, I mean, it would be strange if they did that because
Your
we should be
Honor?
the ones
Hello.
doing that.
Sonny was having major head issues. He's here now.
Yeah. I just got here about 10 minutes. It's almost like I couldn't get here.
Well, we're now in a very strange position, Mr. Prince. A very, very strange position. Because
Listen, if you don't
I'd
want to
already...
run it back, I get it. But there's unironically for the last hour and 30 fucking minutes, I couldn't do a damn thing. I couldn't do a damn whole thing.
You can't run it back. He's already been.
Yeah.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you
Your
are
Honor.
you very pressed about this situation or no?
What do you mean? Am I pressed about it?
Well, not pressed. How much do you really care about it?
Well, I mean, if I got to go to court, right? If I'm supposed to be a court, I'd like to be a court, and I
No,
would
no,
have
I get
been
that.
here,
Yeah,
but
no, I get
you know
that.
what I mean?
The issue is I've already made a ruling. Because so
What
what I
was the
do...
ruling?
Well, I dropped the charges.
Did he? Okay, but did he get like? Do I have to reimburse him or what?
If you could help me just drop the charges off of him, that would be appreciated.
Hey, but what do you mean drop the charges? Because he already served the charges.
Yeah, but that's where we have an issue now. Because even if he served them, he pled not guilty to appeal them. And he's won his appeal, right? So
Right,
now...
so he would be not guilty.
So they need to get off of his record?
Yeah, because it's fucking him
I
over.
don't know. Let me see.
All right, really quick.
What was
As
the
everyone's
report?
trickling in, if
You have the
you want
number?
the legislation in place, you need to be over here on the left-hand side. Yeah, left hand for you guys. Other side over here is if you are against the legislation.
Oh, I'm
so
against it.
And for. Does anybody want to argue on behalf of the for the legislation?
There's Chris.
Sonny, we'll
Chris,
sort this
you're
out
on
for you
this
soon.
side.
Okay.
Don't you fucking
Okay,
jump me.
Captain
yeah,
Lane, Captain
We'll
Lane,
see
you're
if
on
we
this
can
side.
find a way
You're
to
on
get
this
this.
side, Captain Lane.
No, that's right.
Yeah, come on over here.
Yeah,
Cap.
This sorts
I'm
it.
free.
Yeah.
I just want to see the chaos.
But I need my specialist. Where's
That's good.
Ah, gentlemen, would you mind stepping back, whether you are for or against, and then we'll sort this out afterwards.
I need my specialist. That they're taking it to court.
Oh.
Yes, please. You're my specialist. Bring as many OLDs you can.
I hear some ground rules before we move forward. It will be one person at a time speaking. If you're talking over them, it is not fair to that person. I don't want this to break down into some kind of circus. If you want to actually be heard, you need to make sure you're following the rules. Do we all understand?
And no violence.
Yes, Your Honor. We understand.
And
If
no
any
violence.
Yeah,
At all.
if any violence happens, we're just going to end this.
Alright, Maya, are you ready? Or are you waiting for someone? Guy's a fucking idiot.
Okay. Again, if you are for the legislation, you will come on the side of Chris. If you are against the legislation, you will come on the side of Lane, Haywood, and all these other lovely people. It looks very barren.
Come where I want to come. Fuck Chris.
I think we should
Okay.
put a time
Fuck,
limit
I
on
paid
them
for your
speaking,
chocolate
too.
starfish.
Maybe no more than 2
Hey, don't say
minutes.
that
Yeah,
about
we'll give
Brown.
each of them like 2-3 minutes to say their piece.
Again,
Okay,
if you're standing over
I'll
here,
keep
you are
my-
supporting Chris.
Watch
Over
out.
there,
Thanks,
if you wanna
guys.
stand
Finally.
against
No, fuck
wait.
him.
Oh.
Hey, Mercy.
Yeah?
What's going on with Peanut? He been down lately. He's been asking about you.
Yeah, this is to protect the aged gentleman.
Alright, Maya, are you still waiting for anyone?
I'm waiting for my
Peanut,
my aged specialist in this department, Eugene Zuckerberg.
Alright.
Oh, Eugene's coming, huh? Because he just stabbed somebody. So come to fucking find out. Wait till he gets
Hey, I
here.
fuck with you, Mercy.
But
He
you
is
can keep, you can
he
keep him
is.
cuffed while he's my specialist.
He's manipulative, Mercy. You gotta be careful.
You're not making it in here, Chris.
Yeah, you know,
What do you
obviously.
mean he's not
right?
making it in here? Don't ruin the fucking moment, man. Just cuff him.
Alright, are we gonna wait, or are we gonna have them
Whether you'd have to arrest
pitch
an
their
off-duty cop for-
motion?
Why
The
is he
injunction.
leaving?
I don't know.
Oh,
He's
Peanut, you heard that.
You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go on without him because we don't have all goddamn day.
And that's
All
what
right.
we're talking about.
If you would like to come up, you can come up here before us. One person. In fact, who wants to? The people behind the desk, are you wanting to talk?
Yeah, we can do that.
Can Mr. Eugene
I'm just
be
trying to figure out
excused
what's
for
going on
any
here.
current crimes until after the court case? Because I need him as my specialist.
Peanut, you know that hurts your heart to say that. Come
Any
on.
what?
I said, Your Honor, can Eugene
Yeah, go sit in
Zuckerberg
the
be
corner
excused of
himself,
any
Peanut.
crimes until after the court case because he is
He
my
can
elderly
testify in
expert?
handcuffs.
Yeah, we're not excusing him from
Swear,
shit.
I'll smash your
Yeah,
fucking
he
face
can
in.
testify in
Well,
cuffs,
you
He
have
though.
to
can come
excuse him.
here in cuffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, if you want to step in that square, because then they'll be able
Yeah,
to hear
you
you,
can-
better.
You're going to be speaking to the courts. Everyone present.
Can we motion? Can we make a motion first?
Yeah, what's your motion?
We motion to impeach the mayor, Christian,
Oh, yeah, we do.
for violating our constitutional rights, the First Amendment. He swore an oath to uphold the Constitution, and yet he passes legislation that
All right,
violates our rights.
I'm not quite sure we have an impeachment process right now.
No, we
Are
do.
you not
We
sure?
do.
You
We
don't know
do.
your own laws?
Fucking impeachment. This is about an injunction. Get your asses out here. We ain't
Yeah,
got
you're
time
gonna
for
have to
shit.
work
Yeah,
that
it's
out
a
later.
jumping. We're jumping him like he said.
Don't jump in!
Okay, I
This is
need
a
one
jumping.
singular
Fuck
person.
with the wrong people, Chris.
Come up here in the square. Let's go. You got like
Mother-
2 minutes to
I
talk.
didn't fuck with the fat community. It's the OLD community.
Oh my god, he hates fat people.
Is that true, Maya?
But
He just said he hates fat people.
I agree. I hate sloppy fucks. That's my freedom of speech, though.
Oh, you?
Okay, no
Okay,
one
so
wants to
you
talk?
can have freedom of speech.
Hey, listen, you're not allowed to be biased, Your Honor.
I'm not biased.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
So
I'm just
chill
making
for a
sure.
moment. Does anyone want to talk? Come up in this
Wait, is that
square.
our turn?
One
Oh,
person.
yeah.
Yeah, one
Yes.
person at a time in the square.
All right.
Make sure you're speaking up.
Yes,
Wait, are
yes,
you
yes.
serious, Peanut?
This guy's pissed me off.
Okay.
Yeah, Jizzle. Yeah.
The steroided out Smurf decided to pass something that polices what we can and can't say.
Quiet down back there.
That's
Innocent
pretty
priest
loud.
here.
All right, calm down in the back. Mr. Lane has the floor.
Why?
He passed something that polices what we can and cannot say, regardless of what the word is. It is still our First Amendment to be able to say whatever
yeah.
the fuck we want to say, regardless of the consequences of what we say.
That's right.
That is illegal. He can do that. And if we allow him to do that, what is the next word he bans?
Probably penis.
Maybe, probably penis, yeah. But then what you gonna?
OLD
That
is a
affects
hate crime.
music. What you can say in your music, that's gonna affect the news. He's gonna shut down the news next. We
He's gonna
cannot
shut down
allow him.
everything.
Censoring everyone.
Well,
One
this.
person talking. One person.
We, the people, will not allow our First Amendment right to be undermined or taken away from us, no matter what it is. That's all I have to say.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
who's
Okay,
next?
other side. Let's go.
That was beautiful.
Your Honor, people of the court, we are making it very clear that a hate crime is being inserted, which is saying the word OLD and attacking these poor gentlemen that like Mr. Eugene and many others. And it has caused this city to go in uproar multiple times, shootings, stabbings. The elderly have been acting out due to the fact that people keep attacking them with this hate word OLD. And we are here to prove that and fight for their rights. And Mr. Eugene would like to say something.
Hello, it's me, large-scale war veteran, 39 world wars, priest, inventor of the Frisbee and the pizza. Lots of things I've done, and here I stand before you being belittled and hate crimed upon just for being so cool and so good. Because let's be honest, no one can reach the epitome of perfection that I have reached. No one can rewrite the law and be as cool as I am, but they're trying to bring me down, and that makes me want to kill people. And then that's bad. So then banning the word is good. It's a hate crime. This attack on this governmental land, This attack is an attack on me, not an attack on the word or the language or the First Amendment. It's an attack on me. Therefore, it's a hate crime, and this is a terroristic attack based on me being old. And that's fucked. That's pretty good, right?
Wait, does he get arrested for saying the word now?
Yeah, they're attacking because of me.
I think you have to like say it to someone. All right, anybody else want to come up here?
We have a witness who heard Chris King use the word old.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like something for the police to take care of.
Oh.
Yeah, but they're all
Anyone else?
clocked off, so.
Oh, yeah, you're allowed to reference old buildings.
We'd like to call Sonny Prince to the middle.
Come on up, Mr. Prince. Speak your piece.
What's actually really happening right now? I don't really, what's the outcome of all this? I don't really. Oh.
Well, your honors and your high majesties, I would just like to say that bidding is how this individual over here, Mr. King, wrote the legislation, seems to be very highly against the word in the legislation. I find it funny how not even 5 minutes ago, while Eugene was walking in, I heard him say, and I quote, "Where is this old fucker?"
What?
Oh my goodness.
What the hell?
Didn't he write the
Objection,
legislation, Your
That's
Honor?
not in evidence.
Rules for thee, but not for me.
He also
Let
said the word
him
again on the
speak.
stand.
That was
I
part
am-
of our agreement here.
I am on duty as well, so this is sworn testimony.
I'm a priest. Everything I say is
Okay.
true.
Thank you, Your High Majesties.
I would like to respond to that, Your Honor. I said, where the fuck is this old building bitch ass motherfucker? Because this is an old building and you're allowed to reference that in the legislation. He must have heard me not say old building.
Oh,
Huh.
understandable.
Nope.
Anyone else
I'm also
want
on
to
duty
come
and,
up?
like, truthful and shit.
Yeah, I'm a priest. Priest never do
That's it?
anything wrong.
Nobody else wants to speak for or against this legislation?
Anybody want to speak?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
goddamn.
Chris. We should jump him.
Hey, what the hell, Kane?
Come
Shoot
on
me my
up.
sign.
Say your piece, sir.
No.
Jump his ass.
Oh, jumping!
No jumping or this
Let's
ends.
jump him.
And jump him.
It's not in jump, it's injunct.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Injunct.
Oh shit, what's this?
Get that shit out of this courthouse.
Oh, shit.
He got
Get
something.
that back out of this courtroom immediately.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Oh my
oh, he got
goodness.
something to say. He got
You
something to
just
say.
called
You're about
yourself
to
old. You
catch
just
some
admitted it.
contempt coming
What is this
through.
garbage?
What an intro.
Old bitch coming through, backing up, wide load.
Fire. Shit, hold on. Oh,
Yeah, New Orleans.
Yeah.
Your Honor,
I hope-
one person has oh, what the? That ass cheek?
Oh, for real.
I hope I'm not in contempt of court.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Granny. We need to be
Hey,
protected.
sorry to interrupt.
Now, fuck
Did
with
you
it.
Sorry,
come to
Judge.
speak?
We need to be protected.
That old lady look good to me.
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
All right, seems
Take
like
that
everyone
shit,
is done
Granny.
speaking.
Right.
Fire.
Yeah,
I
we
wanna
gotta speak
stay
into this
here.
bad boy.
Then turn the music down so I can hear you.
Oh shit.
It's not my music.
It's too
Somebody
much
better turn it down.
That's that new little me.
Down a little bit.
She like me?
A little bit.
She like me.
She like me?
Little bitty me.
You like me?
That's
Oh,
hard.
yeah.
Who's that guy?
Appreciate you all coming through.
Yeah.
You
Come
ready
on
to
the show.
deliberate, Your Honor?
Little bitty me.
Is that the
Any
upper comment?
last minute,
Follow you on the music app.
Oh, this is
anyone that
Lil
still
Me.
wants to
I'm Lil
speak
Me.
up?
Oh, little me.
It's my debut song. Thank you
There
guys
you
for
go.
showing up.
Tiny bit of meat. Little bit of meat.
Let me follow this guy.
Damn.
Definitely follow.
All
Definitely
right.
follow on the music
Yeah,
app.
little meat on the music app, dropping that little meat.
Okay, we're gonna deliberate on this injunction on the legislation. This emergency injunction. We'll be back
no
out.
person, I got something to
Wait,
say.
what?
Do you want to say something? Then
Oh, I mean, we asked if you had something to say like 5 times.
Ellie?
I know, but that little meat was bumping. I couldn't speak over it.
You can go on. Say what you need to say, ma'am.
Listen,
Guys,
What's up?
I've been an old
blindly,
person
but
for
open the forum for
many years
anybody
now.
in the audience to speak.
Hey.
I know
Mm.
you're saying
And
it, but
no,
people can't
sometimes
hear.
I don't like
We-
being
we've
called
done it like
old
10
when it's
times.
derogatory. And usually
I
I
know.
love the
People
hard
can't hear,
D, but
trust
as
me, I
long as
couldn't
you
hear you
don't
say it
the
either.
hard D, it's cool with me. So
Hard
I don't
D,
want to
yeah.
take nobody's freedom of speech away
Hard D, though. Hard D.
because Jax is right. Once we take old away, then what's next? I can't talk about how big my boobs are or my fucking bodacious, voluptuous, delicious ass.
I mean, it's aight.
You laughing, Richard? Something funny?
All right. Anything
Is
else?
something funny?
Thank you,
Richard,
Granny.
shut up.
All right, we're opening the
That's
floor
You, Richard.
to anyone that has anything to say on this. One at a time. Come speak your mind. Right
Richard
now.
would like to
You
say
can line
something.
up. You can line up behind the bar.
Up.
Richard, get up here and
Richard,
say
go ahead.
something.
He's fucking begging. No, because Granny's gonna do an impression
You
of
can
me.
line up
No,
right
I'm
here.
not. Get up there and talk.
Come on, Freddy Cougar.
I'm gonna kill
Okay, thank you.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh my god! That wasn't
Richard, what are you doing, Richard?
Officer, save us!
That was Granny!
Wait a minute! The cops are trying to arrest him over freedom of speech. They're trying to arrest him over freedom of speech.
Don't resist,
That
Richard.
wasn't
Don't fucking
me.
resist.
He's being arrested for freedom of speech.
Sounded
Yeah, it's
just
his right
like
to
you,
say those
Richard. Sounded
things.
just like
He
you.
has the right to say that without
You
being
don't
arrested.
know. That's not how freedom of speech works. You can't you
Yes.
can't incite panic.
Where's the
That's
bomb?
literally
Where's the
not
fucking
how
bomb?
freedom of speech works.
And people
Yeah,
know
you
that
can't
if they
also
call me
use
out, I
use
shoot them.
freedom of speech to hide hate speech, which
Well,
is
that was
OLD.
the violence.
Richard,
So.
where's the
hate
bomb?
speech.
Who decides
Where's the
that? You
fucking
can't
bomb,
just
Richard?
shit. I never said
The
that. That
mayor
was
does.
Granny.
Why is Granny naked?
yeah,
Arrest
right.
him. He's a terrorist.
Officers, get that man out of this courtroom.
Sound anything like that, idiot?
Oh, nice try, Richard. We're not stupid.
Sonny,
I'm about to
stab
officer-
you. Not me.
He said it
That
again.
is
He
not
said it again.
me.
Kill him! Put him down!
I'm in handcuffs. If you shoot me, your life's over.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
God! He
Holy
just
shit,
threatened
scared
that
the
he
shit
was
out
gonna
of me.
blow up if you shoot him.
He doesn't have a bomb on him. I think it's falsifying threats. You're getting
That's
arrested,
not-
Richard.
This is
saying
almost
that.
insurrection. This is almost insurrection. Read it.
Come on, Richard.
Officers, get that man out of here.
All right, get him out of here so we can get a verdict on this.
I'm so scared.
Richard, let's go.
That way, son.
All right.
You guys are focusing on the word. He's violating rights. The word doesn't matter.
I'm gonna shoot
A
him
threat
in
does.
the face.
What? I'm agreeing with you, you dumbass.
You sick fuck! Get out of here, you terrorist!
Chris keeps focusing on old when
Hey,
it's
you
All right.
violating
buddy, get outta
rights.
here.
The word
Jesus.
doesn't
Hey,
matter.
so you're okay with hate
Come
speech,
on,
you
Richard.
sick fuck? Get him out of here!
Oh,
I don't think it's gonna work though.
Bust an idiot out of here.
Okay.
All right,
Last
back to
chance.
order. Back to order.
Our American rights.
Everybody, order.
Order in this courtroom.
Stupid Canadian.
I've said this before. The floor is now open. Anyone that has anything to say regarding this legislation, the floor is yours.
Alive and, Richard, just
Oh, you don't have the speakers anymore?
No.
Oh, sorry. The floor is open. The judge said the floor is open. If anybody wants to speak,
I'll take the floor. Listen.
Take
All
the
right,
floor.
It's our duty.
Speak your mind.
Sorry, good.
It's our duty to stand together and stand against corruption. Our mayor here is corrupted, passing legislation that violates our rights. We must stand together and get this resolved the right way,
He's
or
barely
else
standing.
we'll get out of hand. I'm telling you. That's
Your
all I
Honor, we
have to
can't
say.
take the word of a fucking
We
giant
the people.
bulldozer. He could fall over at any point and fucking end
And
us.
that's not hate speech. You just hate speech.
Now,
Hate
that's
speech,
kind of
buddy.
rude, sir.
That is very
So-
rude, Mr. King.
Motion.
Being rude is not illegal.
He's
Using a
badgering
hate
the
speech
witness.
word like OLD is.
Oh, he said being rude is not illegal.
Yes, but using a hate speech word like OLD is.
Your Honor, I'm very old. You know what? I can say it. And I'm proud to be old. And you know what? I don't mind if people describe me as old because I've seen a lot. And I think that this mayor, if we let him do this, who knows what else he thinks he'll get away with the next time. That's all.
All right. Anyone else? Going once. Anyone else that wants to speak their mind today? Before we make a decision.
Last call.
My
The floor is
personality would like
open.
to talk.
Go ahead, Mayor.
Okay.
Objection. He's old.
Objection, Two-Face.
I'm not actually over 40. It doesn't count. I am not OLD. Your Honor, I'd like my inner demon to talk. Oi, I'm like, he didn't do nothing wrong. All right, that was it.
All right. Well, you all be good out here. Oh, yep. Down.
Tom, go ahead.
So we're here, what, appealing the old thing?
Yes, they are filing an emergency
technically-
injunction against it.
Technically, Mr. King didn't violate the constitutional rights of people because he's referenced that old is used in a hateful and demeaning manner, which, when used in that way, does not constitute freedom of speech. It constitutes a violation. Mr. King may be dumb as fuck, and the legislation may need to be amended, but his heart was in the right place. But I want to call the man an old saggy titty bitch, so I'm with the police. Yay!
I take half of his statement to be true.
Understood. Anyone else?
I'm curious. I want to ask a question from the bench. Was this unilaterally passed by just the mayor? Or did this go through the city council?
No one was around. I had good faith belief that it was an emergency, and I did text them prior before I did it.
Did you approach anyone in the DOJ, Mr. King?
You don't have to when it comes to pushing that legislation. You have to when it comes to an emergency act like some other shit. But you can read
You
the
just thought it
Constitution
was
just as
an
well as I read it as well.
emergency.
The emergency was that Eugene and a bunch of elderly people were stabbing people due to the fact that nobody was stopping the hate crime happening, and I felt in my good faith belief that this had to be passed to save lives.
Come up here for a second.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Were you under
Got me,
duress?
mommy.
I was afraid for my life, and everyone else is yes.
What's happening up there?
Were you
Called him
threatened?
a good boy.
Me and many other people were threatened.
Isn't Peanut old?
Were you threatened in the way that if you didn't pass that injunction, you would be in immediate harm?
Well, I mean, I get threatened like that all the time, especially with the 5K stimulus checks and stuff. So it probably happened, but in this situation, when I wrote it, it was because I was in fear of everyone's life, and I was under good faith belief that it needed to be done.
Mr. Mayor, you are
But I'm pretty sure Richard definitely has threatened me. I mean, not Richard. Eugene has
reading
definitely threatened
just
me.
reading legislation. Did you make a good faith effort to contact the Chief Justice, any sitting justice, the president of the bar, the chief game warden, or the chief of police?
Yeah, nobody was awake. I can see it when you look at the thing. Nobody's awake.
So I have one more question. Do you think if you did not pass that right then and there, that you would have been in imminent harm right then and there?
Oh, 100%.
You.
I would have died. Multiple people would have died. They made it very clear they were going to kill people. I think Eugene even stabbed somebody outside for saying the OLD word.
All right, thank you. I called you up here because I don't want you to be in danger saying as much.
All right. Thank
All right. Okay, are we gonna think on this? And then
Yeah, I think we should.
go back.
We should.
Yeah. All right. Court's gonna be in recess. We're gonna go deliberate on this and then come out with a verdict on the emergency injunction on this legislation.
Thank you, Your Honors.
It's all good.
I think we did good. I think this is good.
I don't even think he tried to contact anyone. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, I mean, if he was under duress, I could see why he didn't, right?
Yeah.
I was saying this to Mercy earlier, that we need to figure out if he was under duress or not. Because if he was under duress, then this legislation isn't lawful. it was being done under the fear of if he did not get this done, he would have immediately been killed.
I mean,
So it
the
can't even
issue.
stand.
Yeah, even beyond that, the issue I have is he specifically says in here, the following word is hereby prohibited in all public settings. It's not even clarified that it is to be used in a derogatory way. It's in all public settings, this word is now banned. And then it says the word old, which is, in essence, a violation of your First Amendment. I mean,
well, yeah, I don't think. I think this legislation is a violation of somebody's First Amendment. We shouldn't be creating knee-jerk reactions to someone saying they don't like to be called old. But none of that matters at the end of the day if this was passed with him being in duress. And has anyone up until this point asked him, did you do this under duress? Or am I the first person?
but the way he explained it was that he did this not because he personally was under duress, but many people were because of the word, right? Not that he was held against his will and made to do this, but rather a knee-jerk.
Well, that's why I clarified in the last thing that I said you. And he said, yes, him and others. And I mean, being in duress because you think other people are going to be harmed is still being in duress.
What do we think, Fred?
Honestly, I think it needs to be injuncted. I think that it should go back to the city council and go through the correct procedure. And then if the city council comes to a decision, whatever decision that might be, if they still have issue with it, coming back, then they can injunct again.
But, okay. If he was under such duress, why is he vehemently fighting today to keep it in place?
Because Eugene is there.
Yeah, but Eugene wasn't here when this started, when he initially started fighting it.
Yeah, but Eugene knows that he's here, right? And it's Eugene. And it will get back to him that Chris is saying, I don't want this anymore. And I mean, that argument, he's not going to bring it up, right? Because if he truly is in duress, he's not going to mention any of this stuff, which is why I did it kind of in private with him. That is my biggest worry. And having dealt with Eugene for a long time, I would not put this past him. But I also don't really know Chris King.
I know Chris, and he'd 100% fight to keep this in place because he's Chris. And he'd think it's funny to ban the word. That's my concern, as I have a bit of background on Chris, and you have background on Eugene. Could he have been under duress? There's a possibility. I think it is possible. But surely he's not always under duress. Why is no one in the council?
We're both at the same conclusion either way, right? Is either he passed this for the funny ha-has and didn't go through the correct process, or he did this under duress and could not go through the correct process. Either way, I believe it needs to be injuncted and pushed through the direct process or correct process.
I think even are you saying that in its current state it needs to go through the correct process? Because my concern is in its current state it is still a violation of the First Amendment.
Right, but my thinking is the rest of the city council is not going to let this go through. I don't think they're on the same page.
Why did none of them come up and speak?
If it does go through, I don't know. If it does go through, the people can still appeal another injunction. There's not a limit on injunctions. I think the council needs to have their process. And I think it should be the way that it is now before it can be edited and their process.
She's focusing on the wrong
Or maybe
stuff
we
for
leave
me.
that up to them. Maybe we say, okay, you have the opportunity to adjust this and put it through the process, or you could just
That's
put
what
it
I'm
through
thinking,
the process.
right? Because, okay, to me, everyone has come to this room today to fight the what can only be defined, in my opinion, as something against the First Amendment, right? Their constitutional right. Explaining it to everyone in this room that, well, we're going to injunct it, but they can refile it through the right process is going to... while it makes sense legally, I don't disagree with you. Legally, it makes sense. If we go out there and tell them that people can simply refile this, or the mayor, through the council, and yes, we might know that they won't likely approve this in any way, shape, or form. It'd be dumb if they did. What it's going to show to the public is we're saying he can go back, refile this, and the council can just push it back in. Because they don't necessarily know what the council's going to do. They are simply
that's
fighting.
the process, though.
I know it's the process. I know that's the process. I'm just concerned going out there saying, well, let them refile, might cause more. If you start the verdict off right, then it won't cause a panic, I think.
We can't make our verdicts based off of how people react. That is the number one thing a judge cannot do. We're not thinking about how people react. We're thinking about what is just and fair. What is just and fair is that this goes back through the process it should have gone through in the first place. And I feel like that is a good middle ground between injunct it permanently or let it go. I think injuncting it until it can go through an editing process and back through the council, it is the middle ground between those two groups.
It's not so much about the reaction, but why they filed because of the violation, right? And now we're addressing the steps they go through rather than why they are filing. That's my concern. It's not.
We're not here to make a ruling on whether or not this violates freedom of speech.
But that's why they came in.
I know, which is why we give them the opportunity to push it back through. And if it still violates freedom of speech, then somebody needs to sue over it.
I can't with this lady. I can't.
Or someone needs to get arrested for it and bring it to court.
That's literally what they've done. They've brought it to court.
Do we want a third judge back here to tie break?
I need a tie break on this because I'm set on the fact that it's a constitutional violation rather than the process of getting it in. Because I clarified the process, right? When I spoke to the mayor, I asked him, did you make a good faith effort to contact the people needed to push this? And he responded in the affirmative. No, I'm not going to hot mic it, Scrub.
Okay, we're the only judges.
Fuck!
Are there judges out there who don't?
The thing is, Morgan, I don't disagree with you. Did he skirt the process to get it to where it is? 100%. I really think he did. But when I asked him about the process, because I looked up the legislation on the process, he affirmed in the positive that no council was present. He made an effort to try and get a hold of people that should be present when he makes these things, and no one was available. That's why he pushed it through.
Right. And then he said he pushed it through instead of holding it until people were available because he felt like people's lives and his life was in danger. So, what is the outcome that you want from this? Like, if you had to go out there and say your verdict, what would it be?
For me, I'm ruling. If I had to choose, I would be ruling on the injunction filed, which is the amendment violation, the inherent fact that this goes against the First Amendment, right? And then I would injunct it based on the fact that it is blatantly going against the First Amendment of the people, as per our Constitution.
Okay, and when you say you injunct it, are you wanting to injunct it until it can be rewritten
Yes,
properly?
rewritten.
And if it's
Yeah.
not, it's just not.
No, it's not a permanent. It's not. It's something that, in its current form, it's violating the rights, and which they can go back and revise it to where it's not violating people's rights. Does that make sense? It's not a throw out this legislation completely. It's injuncting it until they can revise it with the city council and get it back in. But my ruling personally would be more focused on the amendment rather than the procedural misconduct that is blatant in this, right?
Why can't both of them be addressed? Both of them are true.
We can. 100% we can.
Okay, so you can speak to how you believe it is a First Amendment rights violation, which I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing.
Yes.
I just I don't think an injunction hearing is where we put our foot down on that. I think it needs to go through an actual trial. But regardless, I can address the fact that it hadn't gone through the city council, and we would like that opportunity to exist.
I could clarify. I could call Mercy and clarify. Can we rule on the amendment itself that it violates it, or is this not? Because I'm pretty sure this is the only way the people can fight this. That's my concern, is that they've tried and that they found this the only way they can fight it. And is it correct for them to fight it this way? I think it's correct. Do you think I should call her, or?
I'm texting her, but if you want to...
No, I can wait. I can wait. No, if it's a text, then no one's gonna be around it to listen to the conversation.
She asked if we had one for keeping and one for injunction. I said, no, we're both for injuncting, but we're confused about if this is a final say on if this is a First Amendment rights violation or if that is something to be decided through a trial.
Yeah, I guess the confusion for me is, is this not the trial that they have to do this? Or do we send them on a whole journey to get back to a point where a judge can listen to it, right? I don't want to delay the OP chat. That's my point here.
Okay, so she said, no, we can injunct it, and then it will be passed to the bar for examination on permanent removal.
All right, so we can go out there and injunct based on our belief that it's a violation, and then it's going to be referred to the bar, and they're going to review this.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm getting? Okay. Do you want to... How do you want to do the verdict?
Oh, I don't mind either way. It sounds like do you have something? You can do it if you want to do it.
No, I don't mind at all. I mean, we could split it a little bit, where you could warm them up with Or you could do the big drop of we believe that in its current state it violates the First Amendment. It depends what you want to do. I'm open to either or, where I can address the procedure and then you the violation, or other way around. I don't mind.
I'll address the procedure since you're more adamant about the First Amendment thing. I think that
I'm
makes
very
sense.
adamant about that. I'm a big advocate for the First Amendment. So,
Oh, I
to me,
understand.
yeah.
I am too.
I'll probably come out the back end looking better.
Oh, guys.
Here we go.
All right, we've come to our decision. It took us a moment to go over a few things in the room, so I'm sorry for the delay. We're both very thorough judges. What I gathered from all of this personally was that a process was not followed correctly. I believe that this should have been passed through the city council and held to be passed through the city council when they could be available. I don't think at this time that
Worse with the $5
this was an
donor to the
emergency,
AHA.
and I don't have any
Governing lands.
evidence to back up the claim that it was an emergency and had to be pushed through right away. Judge Vance, you want to?
All right. Additionally, I looked into why we are here today. The inherent First Amendment. Our First Amendment allows us the freedom of speech. Looking at the legislation as it's written, I can't help but read Section 2, which reads, "The following word is hereby prohibited in all public settings," and then referring to the word old. Now, the outright ban of a word, in my belief, is a violation of your First Amendment right. And as such, we're going to allow this injunction and pass this legislation to the bar for them to review it in its entirety.
Take that, blue hair dude.
Objection.
The bar is going to be the body that decides whether or not this legislation should remain or if it should be permanently closed. That said, this town hall is dismissed.
Thank you for coming through, everyone.
Tastes like victory.